we walked down the stairs, and I'm like, okay, what bar are we going to? You know, so he walked straight into the office, so I follow him. And he was like, what I mean by we're moving you around is you're not going to be working here anymore. And I'm like, can I ask why? He was like, because of some videos you posted. I said, may I ask what videos I posted? He said, you know what you posted.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Men Only titled Liberal Women Thought That It Was a Good Idea to Mock the Death of Charlie Kirk, and it backfires. Since when has celebrating a public assassination been considered a good idea? I don't even know, man. Let's jump right into it.
They got me fired from my job. They doxed me and got me fired. My boss said that I was celebrating what happened to Kirk, and I wasn't celebrating. All I did was make a video saying, you know, directly quoting something he had said in the past, and then they put me on that list and got me fired.
They didn't do a thing. She would have still been employed if she didn't post a video of her making light of this tragedy. If she wanted to keep her job, all she had to do was keep the camera off.
I mean, how were they smart enough to make that whole list of all of us and get so many people fired? I should have given them more credit for their, like, dark websites or whatever. What am I gonna do? I have children, and I'm not gonna be able to pay my mortgage because they got me fired just for talking, you know? Like, I didn't even do anything wrong. I guess my boss is on the red side, and I had no idea. I just wasn't thinking when I made that video.
She wasn't fired for just talking. She made her company look bad by mocking the slaying of an innocent man. There's nothing innocent about what she did, but she thinks that she can say anything she wants and keep her job. It doesn't actually work that way.
He just fired Kimmel off of his own show because he spoke about Charlie. Because free speech isn't free anymore. What does this world come to? Like, if you can fire somebody over something they said because you didn't like what they said, like, so messed up. Like, he's fired, okay? He's like...
The types of people who are outraged over Jimmy Kimmel's firing are the same people who never bothered to watch his show. They're just looking to be upset about something, even though they're clearly in the wrong on this one.
That's permanent, okay? That's permanent. Like, do you know the damage? It's not like he, like, killed somebody. It's not like he killed somebody for saying something.
If you take a look at the numbers, Kimmel was going to be fired anyway. His show was helping his network to lose obscene amounts of money. His idiocy was just fast-tracking the whole firing thing.
I just got out of an impromptu meeting with the vice president of Western Governors University, scheduled on my calendar 10 minutes after I arrived back from my midday break. No one else was scheduled on the meeting, besides Casey Clark, the vice president of Western Governors University. But then the HR representative showed up first, and we both sat there, and knowing that she's worked at the university for about a month. And then he showed up, and I said, it would have been great if we met each other under different circumstances, Casey. And he said, yeah, I'm gonna fire you.
Women like this think that their actions are completely innocent and that everything they do is an exception to the rule. But when you make your employers look bad by celebrating someone's death, they're going to fire you.
Basically. And he said that even though Ohio is a one-party consent state, and I only showed the part of the conversation where I spoke during the prior meeting, that breached the policy for the university, which, if you ask me, sounds like illegal retaliation for calling out the president, Scott D. Pulsifer, for neo-Nazi sympathizing with Charlie Kirk. But I would love a pro bono lawyer to verify whether or not that's correct. And then he said, I celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. If me calling out who Charlie Kirk was, which was someone with neo-Nazi beliefs and statements, is celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, then so be it. Because that's who the fuck he was. He was a neo-Nazi.
Not only is she cool with Charlie Kirk's death, she also has no problem dragging his name through the mud with obvious lies. That's not just stupid, it lacks any form of common decency.
And any organization that would fire me for calling a neo-Nazi is not an organization I want to work at. Now all WGU students, faculty, and staff will know that the president and vice president are both neo-Nazi sympathizers.
She has no idea that by openly accusing the staff of her university of that, she's pretty much destroyed her chances of being able to find a job at any of the colleges after that.
He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there.
A few moments later.
I just had to block all of my friends because they just have such different political beliefs from me, and I thought that we were the type of friends who would live together someday after college. And
people can have different political beliefs and still be friends, but this is not about politics. She was singing a song saying that Charlie Kirk deserved what he got. That's not politics, that's a lack of any form of empathy.
like stay in touch no matter what, and I thought these were the people that I would spend my life with and grow old next to. These were the people who saved my life on multiple different occasions.
Her friends were disgusted by her behavior. It's inhuman to be acting that way, and her friends realized that. That's why her friends blocked her on everything after she released that stupid video.
Not only did they fire me, they banned me permanently from the premises and escorted me out to my car. I wasn't even allowed to walk through the building myself. I was upstairs at one of the bars. I was working, and the big manager that you hardly ever see, like the manager that when you see him, you know there's a problem, comes and gets me. And he's like, pack up the money in your well. We're going to move you around a little bit. I'm like, okay, they need me to cover a break at another bar, whatever.
It's standard practice to escort a fired employee off the premises. It's not a victimization tactic. It's just a way to cover their bets to decrease the odds of an incident, and because they're technically trespassing after they lose their job.
So anyways, we walked down the stairs, and I'm like, okay, what bar are we going to? So he walked straight into the office, so I follow him. And he was like, what I mean by we're moving you around is you're not going to be working here anymore. And I'm like, can I ask why? He was like, because of some videos you posted. I said, may I ask what videos I posted? He said, you know what you posted. I said, okay. He's like, I'm going to need you to sign these termination letters. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to need a copy of those. I was like, what is the exact reason for my termination? He was like, not following the code of conduct.
These women have no idea that the videos they post have legitimate consequences in the real world. Posting crap about Charlie Kirk makes the company look very bad and reveals how unhinged some of their employees are.
I said, okay, fantastic. Austin is a red city, not a blue city. People think, oh, Austin's a little liberal. No, it's not. All of my little bitch-ass coworkers were posting, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk, R.I.P. I feel so bad for his wife. When you take a stand, when you say R.I.P. to someone like that, you're saying to everyone else, I side with him. I believe what he believes. I'm so confused.
Offering your public condolences to the family of a man who was just assassinated, it doesn't mean you're on his side. It means that you have a heart and want to comfort the family of the victim. It's not the same thing as celebrating that man's death.
I made a video a couple hours ago that was like, oh my god, something's in the air, like the energy feels weird, is it just me? I just got fired. I just got a call from my boss and the executives at the office that I worked at past tense, and I got fired for posting a TikTok about Charlie Kirk. And before anyone asks, yes, I am looking up attorneys. I will be looking into what kind of leg I have to stand on as far as like a wrongful termination suit or anything like that.
Of course, she's going to try and sue her employers, even though she violated her company policy, said derogatory things, and made her employers look bad. She still thinks that she's the victim of wrongful termination. Get the hell out of here, man.
But honestly, I feel like I feel good. I'll do a full story time soon and probably like a little get ready with me to go pick up my stuff from security tomorrow. But like ultimately, I'm like kind of excited. Maybe it's like my big three all being fire signs that make me really excited when shit like this happens. I'm like, yes, give me a challenge, fuck you. So my new full-time job is gonna be applying for jobs and looking for attorneys and cleaning my house and doing my homework and posting on the internet. You know, the thing that got me fired.
That excitement she's feeling is going to be short-lived once she realizes that her public social media posts are going to bite her in the backside later. No company is going to hire a woman who acts that way. It is bad for business.
One of the benefits of being self-employed is that I have no fear of being fired from my job because I'm not going to fire myself. Now you could say, Christina, there are clients who could fire you. And to that, I would say, if my clients fire me for expressing my opinions and beliefs, then I am not the right attorney for those clients. And that's fine because there are other clients out there. And I think that my clients truly respect that I am a very reasonable and credible and hardworking and honest attorney.
That's not the point. The point is that if you're posting ridiculous things like this on the internet, it shows a complete lack of professionalism and proves that as an attorney, she won't be able to represent a client who disagrees with her political talking points. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.